So now that we know what A/B and multivariate testing is, let's go through some examples of what I like to use with clients in order to help in trying to determine how we can improve click-through rate, increase revenue, or decrease unsubscribe rate. So first are content tests. You can do creative versus no creative. So that would mean sending an MMS versus an SMS. One could have an image or a GIF or a video, and another would just be plain text. And you'd want to see what improves click-through rate more than the other. Second would be sending a GIF versus a still image, or a GIF versus a video, or a still image versus a video. So testing out which type of MMS actually produces better performance. Third, you could do creative with text overlay versus no overlay. That's a test that we run a lot. Fourth would be link placement, so including a link in the middle or at the end. Fifth, and this is one of my favorite ones, is sending from a person versus sending from no one. So I love to do like from the founder texts, and those almost always outperform text from just the brand itself that aren't as personal. And if you can send a from the founder text with a selfie too, that's even better. That's driven really strong results for us. Next is paragraph spacing before the link or no paragraph spacing. It seems very minor, but sometimes if you include a paragraph space after the end of your text thread and then include the link versus just dropping the link immediately, it might actually improve click-through rate. Then you have your standard emojis versus no emojis, long copy versus short copy, what type of CTA, is it shop now, buy now, explore now, testing around the copy there, lifestyle versus product image, and then doing formatted text versus not formatted. This is just meant to serve as an example of the different types. There's a whole lot of other ones that I'm sure that you'll be able to come up with, but this should be a nice launching pad for you. Second is segmentation. So you can test into different segments. One of our favorite ones is past purchasers versus never purchased, because prospects typically respond differently to different types of text than those who have purchased in the past. And the same goes for non-engagers versus engagers. But you could take all the segment examples that we built out in the past and use those here for potential A/B tests. Next is offers. So things like percentage off versus dollar off, tiered discounting, free shipping, playing around with which offers resonate best with which audiences. And then last is send time and send date. So sending in the morning versus the afternoon versus the evening, or sending on a Sunday versus sending on a Wednesday. Starting to experiment and play around with those variables as well. So again, this is not meant to be exhaustive. It's more of a launching pad for you to come up with some other ideas around what you should be A/B or multivariate testing with your program, but this should be a nice starting point.